Hey, I just wanted to come out here and speak. Right now, right now I'm procrastinating, doing homework. Um, and I just wanted to come out here. I just took a video and I deleted it because I wanted to basically kind of like speak my mind about consciousness. I wanted to speak my mind about presence, um, and how simple the word is, but how deep and euphoric that feeling is. Um, what I can say about presence is I think it's funny, and I haven't really noticed this or really necessarily put a word to it until now, but presence is a word. It cannot capture like the fullness that presence is. And also, I just want to say that I'm speaking this out and I'm speaking about my experiences and my memories of what presence is, while I'm unconscious, right? While I'm lucid dreaming, if you will. Um, uh, and I just wanted to come on here and just basically like speak about how beautiful that feeling is, because that's all I have to say. Um, so this is kind of like it's like a love letter, I guess, to awareness. So presence presence is it comes out of nowhere. Sometimes it can come out of specific movements. Sometimes it comes out of specific uh, breathing exercises. Sometimes it comes out of um, meditation or directing attention. Sometimes it comes out of nowhere and it kind of just comes in you and you wouldn't expect it, but it comes to you, and you begin to slowly, your body just begins to be, it's like this pure, like pure relaxation, and I think in a way like just like this calmness and this releasing of the need to be who you're trying to step up to the plate and be. It sometimes it comes and it will be there for a brief moment and then it will pass on. Sometimes it stays for an hour, sometimes it stays for longer. Um but what I can say about it is when I feel present, this is what I said in my last video before I deleted it. When I feel presence, it's like an aha moment. It's like waking up and being like, "Oh, that's right, that was a dream." And then you're asleep again, and then you wake up for how long that might be, and you'd be like, "Oh, that's right, it was a dream." You're like, "Oh, right, I was unconscious." And um it's a I'm trying to allow it to fill my field. At first, there's an automatic resistance feels like the fog or the haze, it gets thinner. But then there's a resistance in the body that says, no, you can't. For some reason, it tries to bring you back in. I feel the resistance right now for me, which could be for other reasons, of course, but I feel right now like a pit in my stomach. And when I'm trying to like release and fully let go of my mind because it's not necessary right now, and experience it, there's something that you might not even be able to comprehend the word of the thought, but it's trying to like get you back in. But the thing is the haze will get thinner, but it's not until you step over that thin line and fully, kind of experience it for what it is, maybe with a couple, blips of thought or blips of unconsciousness on the screen. I remember presence being heart opening, chest static in my chest, the feeling of dots all over my chest, feeling like my body was disintegrating, feeling this openness, this flowering, if you will, happening in my stomach, and laughing, and my eyes tearing up from how beautiful it is, and just laughing and laughing. um um and then, whenever it was beginning to, whenever unconsciousness was beginning to seep in because I was becoming attached to that, as soon as Mara started to attach to it, it was, no, please don't think again, no, please don't think again. And then it came back, And I remember just thinking, please don't think, please don't think, please let this feeling stay as long as it can, And then you don't think about it. And then you don't think about it for a little bit. Because you're so lost in what's wrong with me. Oh, for me, it's what's wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. I'm bad. There's something bad with me. I'm wrong. I'm bad. I'm dysfunctional. I'm this. I'm that. And there is something wrong with me. Something needs to change. I'm doing this. I'm wrong. I'm doing this. I'm wrong. Sometimes it's judging other people, or, it's very mean, insulting thoughts in my head about my environment. And then the response, the other piece of my unconsciousness is going, I'm a bad person, I'm a bad person, I'm a bad person, But when you're in this groove of like awareness, it just leaves you. And you realize, like, I guess you realize that you weren't doomed. It's like, I feel like a lot of the time in my unconsciousness, like, I feel like I'm doomed, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like doom is upon me. But when I'm aware, I just, like, it's just like this, like, funny thing where I realize exactly the context of what I'm doing as a human on Earth, in the universe. And I just realized the context a lot more, and I look around, and I look around at the trees, and I'll look around at the view, and I'll look at my family, and sometimes that can be, the ego for me creeps in, my unconsciousness creeps in with the family, because I get scared that when I'm fully in realization of oneness, then I don't have that label of my mom anymore. I don't have that label of I get attention from this person because they're this to me. A part of me gets afraid of it. of those like of the constructs, just like a part of me is like but there is something really beautiful about just like looking at the people around you and just like feeling fine. It's like you step into another reality when you're in presence. Your environment changes as well. You begin to realize you begin to realize like where you were unaware. And then when you're unconscious, it doesn't, whatever you thought didn't matter because you're back in it. you know but I I love experiencing it. I don't think I love it as much as I do when I'm unconscious. That's the thing too. When I'm unconscious, I don't think about, I said this in my last video that I made and I deleted, but I don't think about God. I don't think about presence when I'm unconscious because I'm unconscious. I don't think about it because I'm unconscious because I'm asleep. But then when I'm in it, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, whoa. It's as if like it's like you're putting on glasses and you see things so much for like more depth than you usually would. It's like I experienced presence in the woods. There was nothing going on. I was just looking out at the trees. There was just nothing going on. Like there wasn't stimulation. It was just I was looking at the trees and looking at them as they like curved down the path, or not down the path, curved down a hill. And I just looked at these trees and I just looked at them deeper. I feel like I know more things when I'm present for like a fact. It's like things, not necessarily for a fact, but things become clear when you're in that. But yeah, I just wanted to make this kind of for myself and for kind of like anybody who's interested. I think that a lot of the times it's helpful whenever like other people around you, like when you like hear other people say your experiences. And also, if anybody that's watching can relate to this, that's beautiful and that's wonderful. And also, if anybody out there is like worried about not staying aware and not staying present, like I understand where you're at, or at least I think I understand. And it's okay. Just know like somebody else is also going through the roller coasters of, oh, I'm aware, I'm conscious. And the oh my god, what's happening to me? My life is falling apart. I have to do this, I have to do this, I'm horrible. This person's horrible. I fucking hate this. Just like just know if you're watching this and you relate to anything I'm saying, like I get it. I get it, and I'm here with you. And I think that the way that I want to describe it right now, not in full knowing, because again, right now I'd say that I'm speaking this out while being asleep. I'm speaking this while being sleepy, while lucid dreaming, while sleeping. But I think that awareness begins to gradually come into your life more and more over time. Sometimes it's very big, it's very there. It's, you sense it, you feel it, and you're in it fully. You're fully entwined with it. You're fully engulfed in it. And other times it's very subtle, you know? But I think that the way I'm going to describe awakening right now, as a person who's not awakened, but as a person who feels blips of awareness, as a person who has brief moments of presence every here and there, I think that the way that I see it, the way that I think about it, the way that I think about it, and the way that I'm choosing to speak about it right now, is I think that awareness and awakening is kind of like a loose tooth. It might not be loose at first, you know? Like, it might not be loose, but over time it will get looser, and it will get looser and looser and looser. And then, when it gets looser, maybe you'll even begin to help it, you know, come out by twisting it. Maybe you'll pull on it. Maybe you'll bite an apple to get it out, and then it will be out. Awakening is a gradual process, and you know, the dissipation of unconsciousness. Alexa, what does dissipation mean? Hold on. What does dissipation mean? Okay, that was not what I thought it meant, so I apologize. Disintegration, I think, is what that's what I mean. The disintegration of the ego and the disintegration of unconsciousness, I believe to be a gradual process. The disintegration and the loosening and the falling out of a tooth, it takes time. It will take time. Sometimes it's there, it's strong. And sometimes it will be reliable to you, and then it will loosen. And it, you know, we might help it. We might help it to twist it. Maybe we don't, and maybe we just wait. And eventually one day we bite the wrong way, or maybe it just falls out, you know? But it's a gradual process. So just sending that message kind of out to all my shawties right now. From the unconscious perspective, this is my love letter to presence. This is the way that I describe being in relation to presence. This is what I describe it to be. And yeah, I don't know who's going to view this, but thanks for watching. Sending my love, and the mind is not reliable. And at some point in time, that will begin to be more clear for everybody. And even if we know it and we're still in it, like, that's okay. But, you know, if you are somebody who thinks of things really negatively while you're sleeping, that's okay. You know, it's just the mind, even though I say this while not believing it, because I'm not in consciousness, I'm not in face first in the stream of awareness, like, I'm not the mind. I'm not what I think. Do I believe that right now? No. But will I at some point again, whether it be for a brief moment or for an hour or for a week or for a lifetime? Yes. So that's all. Love you. Bye.